before we put up a property for sale, that's tenant occupied. So, we manage lots of properties that are rented, and a lot of sellers want to sell their property and so forth. So when it's time to sell the property, we call the tenant in advance, let them know that the owner has an intent to sell, and we want to talk about the process. So number one is we want to let the tenants know their rights for vacating. So we have to give them 60 days notice. They need to let us show the property. We need to give them 24 hours notice to show the property. And so we do it in an amicable way because you know what? You don't want to uproot anybody. This is a home that whether the tenant's been living there and paying you rent as a landlord, they're not just a paycheck. It's still a home for them. And so when you're asking somebody to move, you want to do it nicely. You can't just show up to their door and say, hey, get the hell out of my house. It doesn't work that way, right? We want to negotiate with the tenant, and I'm using the word negotiation loosely here. You want to speak to them, let them know their rights for showings, let them know that they have 6 days notice. Also that if, the new buyer is moving in, they will receive a compensation of 1 month's rent, right? So now for the last couple of years, we know the LTV was backlogged, and there's this whole thing of cash for keys, and it's become a huge problem. A lot of sellers, and they're in a kerfuffle here. So what you need to know about the cash for keys is that we're going to see that gap narrow down very quickly because the LTV is caught up. So it used to take 18 months to get a hearing with the LTV. Now we're down to 2 months. So it's shortened really a lot here. So this is good news for anyone who has got a tenant property. They want to sell the property. They want to give the proper N12 notices. And we're not going to be hearing the horror stories of cash for keys, which I also got stuck in, and I can tell you about that.